Okay. All right. So good afternoon, Mr. Ahmad Arshad. My name is Ibkafai, TP060711. So today I would like to present about the mobile application that I've created for the MAE assignments following the previous proposal that I've submitted for you. So today we have two agendas. The first agenda is actually showing the application, demonstrating how it works, the flow and functionalities. The second agenda is actually I'm going to help you to go through the code, MVVM, how I structure the code in the files. Okay, so without further ado, so I'm actually, if sir not mistaken, if sir remember me, sorry, so we know that I'm the guy who asked sir about the opinion about my idea, which is the tenant resume builder for the landlord. What it does is actually that the app is actually a tenant resume builder, which allows tenant to put in all the requirement information for renting a house during the tenant screening process. So once they set up the app, they can share their resume to the landlord. Okay, so that's the purpose of the app. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay. Okay, so let's run the code. So once you have run the code, you will see a splash screen. Okay. Splash screen usually takes 1 second. Like most of the app, you have a splash screen, right? So then after the splash screen, it will navigate you to the login page. Okay. So if you are authenticated and logged in into the system, right, you supposedly showing the homepage. But now as we run the app, so it will show the homepage. Instead, it will show the login page to call you login first. So what we're going to do is we're going to sign up page first because we haven't signed up an account. So I'm going to put an email maybe called carfai123@gmail.com. Okay, so carfai123, then I will put carfai123 again. Okay, for my password, carfai123. So let's sign up for my password. Okay, confirm password. Oh, wait. I think I've forgotten to show the arrow validation, but never mind. I will show it in the end of the video. So once you have signed up, right, it won't call you to the login, and instead it will call you to bring you to the homepage. Actually not homepage. This is actually the info page where I put all the tenant resume info page in this page. So you also have a button to call them to create a resume. So then you have a bottom navigation bar. Okay, navigation bar over here, navigating different page. Okay, so let's create a resume. Okay, by clicking this. Okay, so it will go to the homepage. Exactly this. So what we're going to do here is actually, as you can see, a simple layout of the resume is over here. Okay, so the tenant's going to input their data over here. As you can see, there is the user information, the tenant. Okay, oh sorry, username, the username, and they can put a very nice, attractive bio like I am a responsible, clean, not clean, maintain your house cleanliness and good tenant. Okay. All right. So a very attractive bio that describe about the tenant. So once you're done, as you can see, the data already stored in the Firebase real-time database. I did not use Firestore for it because I don't think that I need the advanced query and all these feature provided by Firestore. I actually prefer the JSON format that provided by the real-time database. Okay, so for what it does is actually store in the data, and you can obviously add your profile picture also. Yep, as you can see, my professional profile is over here. So also you can go through and further setting up your information, like the general information. I'll put my full name over here. Okay, and my age 21, gender male and female. Okay, male and nationality Malaysia. Okay, so I will just click on done, and as you can see, all the data have been set. So as you can see, it's really similar to the LinkedIn or any resume builder that are available in the market. So basically, you have an employment status. Okay, you can choose whether you are freelance, you are full-time, part-time. Maybe I'm just choose I'm full-time, my job title is software engineering, and probably company at APU. Okay, so I can choose when do I start my day, like most of the LinkedIn, you can choose. Okay, so once you're done, you actually click on the done button and you save. Okay, and the actions or same goes to the education. Okay, we have the academic bachelor's, I think it's called BSc. Yes, BSc bachelor's in software engineering. Okay, and my institute is actually APU, and the start date and end date. Okay, probably I will put further. Okay, end date. All right, so done. Okay, and the data will set. Why June? Okay, but never mind. So the core tenant basically something your, let's say you have a girlfriend or you have a family, parents, your parents or your kids. Okay, is actually considered core tenant. Okay, so for now we have Lily, Lily, sorry, Lily, probably my daughter. Okay, my relationship is daughter. She is my daughter. So this is the core tenant. Okay, so then you have a renting requirements. Like what kind of requirements you have? Like what is your budget? I will stay around like 1,200, and the home type is actually condominium. Medium and location Bukit Jalil. Bukit Jalil and the move-in. Oh, sorry for this move-in date. I actually forgotten to put the date. Okay, sorry, I forgot to put the date picker for this move-in date. But it works. Okay, so the most important thing is the data actually saved, because if the reason why you will see some of the field is not putting the date picker then some of the field is not putting the drop down is because I actually done this like all is like just input the plain data. Then I only thinking about how to implement this into a date picker or something. So due to time constraint, some of like this I forgotten to put the date picker, but never mind. All right. So let's click on the unit properties. What kind of unit properties I'm looking for? Maybe one bedroom, one bathroom, maybe one balcony. The reason why we don't put drop down here, right? Some tenant actually, in a logical sense, you usually only say like have a drop down and whether you want a balcony or a gym or pool or not, right? This is the what logical sense in general. But the problem is the purpose of this app is just for them to input the data. So we assume in also the website they have created, I actually created this system in the website before. The requirement is actually just leave it and don't need to let them to choose. Because tenants sometimes they want more freedom, like they can type whatever they want. So I just follow back the requirements. So for this, I also like put yes and no. Okay. So okay, as you can see, all the data already inputted. Then I can click on share. So once you click on share, the data will be shared to another people. If you want to share to your friends, so because this one is emulator, right? If you download this APK in your Android phones, right? Any Android devices, supposedly you will see some like WhatsApp, your friends profile picture over here, and you can send to your friends through WhatsApp. Okay, but for now, you only have the share. So once you copy, right, it will show you all the data over here. Okay, your data will be something like this to send to your friends. Okay, so I'm actually very new to this because in the previous web application, right, when we click on share, it will actually generate a link of this entire thing. But I didn't generate the link because this is not web, right? So I just display out all the data. The most important thing is data only. So any further UI thing we can actually consider when we have more timeline in the future. Okay, so the data can be shared to your friends. Okay, then you can click on lockout or this a dialog box. Yes or no. Okay, so when you click on no, you go back. When you click on yes, okay, something like this. Okay, so okay, go back to the login, the validation. It's supposed okay to have validation. if my email is reused again, what which I've forgotten what is the credential I registered just now, but let me just put. I remember this one. I actually registered one account with this email. Okay, so let's say I put call you. Okay, let's click on sign up. So you have see a dialog, and it's supposedly to have a email already existed validation message, but I'm not sure why. Hang on, let me try again. Okay, supposed to have a validation message. Same goes to this if I log in with wrong password. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's a wrong password. Suppose. Yeah, I think something wrong with the app. Okay, you know, sometimes when the cache is not fully clear, you will see all these problems. Never mind, I will put the validation behind the video. Okay, I will close this app later on. Then I will like rerun the app and show you the validation. No worries. Okay, so without further ado, let's go to, that's all for the implementation. So the whole system is actually not say copy, like it's actually my idea also. So the whole system is actually same as this application that I have created in the website. So I will show Sir about the website also. So just to let Sir know what is actually the application is working. A bit slow. Okay. Sorry, my Wi-Fi a bit slow. Okay, something goes. I think something, yes. Okay, it's over here. So sorry. Okay, so basically it's the same as this. Of course, you see it's nicer. Okay, I actually rushed this assignment. I'm so sorry, sir, to be honest. But as you can see, it's nicer. One, when you share the link, right? If you actually copy the link, okay, you will actually copy the link and you can share to somewhere else. You will copy this link. So when the landlord view, right? If you view the whole system, whole a nice UI like this instead of just the data. But never mind, because of we didn't implement, the most important thing is the data is being shown to the landlord. Okay, so later on I will paste the validation problems on my back of the video once I figure it out. But okay. All right. So I'm so sorry, sir. I just stopped the recording to see how much time I've taken for the app demonstration. So without further ado, let's get started on the full explanation. So I try to maintain this meeting under 20 minutes. Okay, so I will go through very fast. So basically, we're using MVVM. As you can see, all the MVVM structures over here. We have the UI layer, okay, which is the Jetpack Compose login activity. We have the fragments, okay, as we have navigating to different screens, right? And also we have the data models, okay, which I have declared all the data attributes and entities over here. As you can see, general info, user info, everything. So we also have the user repository, which is you have update user information, update call tenant information, and you actually have we're using HashMap to identify the key and value. So basically, this one is the database, the entity in the database, and you pass into the value that you have collected and set it into the database. Okay, so the utilities. So basically, the utilities is what we're going to do in this file is actually create a bunch of functions. So we wouldn't be like keep creating the same function again and again. We create reusable and maintainable function. So we call it dry, don't repeat yourself. Okay, so as you can set string, get string, and everything. Okay, so we also have the login view models. As you can see, we call it the authentication from the database. Then we login function. Okay, then progress bar means that the function is actually running. Then we have use the method called sign in with email and password. Okay, provided from the Firebase, or then you put in your email and password. Okay, then if it's success, you will add update status to true, then response message with the success, then the progress bar will stop, and you will see a login successful. So supposedly, just now I show you the demo. It's supposedly to have see the validation message, right? Let me later on check what happened. So similar to the sign up, what's different here is actually I use different call create user with email and password. Okay, that's the only difference for here. Then we have the user new model. Okay, so this part, two main function, which is updating the information. Okay, and also updating the information, and also what's the call here, fetching the information to the UI. Okay, that's the two things working over here. So, oh, sorry, I forgot the login thing. So login thing, very simple. Basically is something like, hang on, why is it not working? Okay, I think it's lagging, never mind. So the login one is actually declaring all the mutable state of, and then you have a success message, okay, and you have a error handling. This one is the loading. I call it as a loading handling. Let's say like you remember just now I showed you the code, like when you click on sign in, you will have a please wait signing in, something like that. Okay. Okay, I call it as a loading handling. So just for a better UI, better user experience. Okay, that's all. So as you can see, the Jetpack compose code, the UI thing, and the validation function. So similar to sign up also. Okay, the Jetpack compose, you declare all the mutable state, and you have the same progress on over here. So moving to the automated testing. Okay, so we actually use the we actually use this tool for the Android test. I do it in the Android test. This folder, my automated testing. What did I just change? Never mind. Okay, later I change it back. For the automated testing is over here. Okay, I do the automated testing for login and sign up. And this is the two dependencies we use for automated testing, which is the UI test JUnit and the Espresso. Okay, so what we're going to see here is the login. So basically, we just setting up the test case, the screen. Then we actually call, we have two test cases for both login and you sign up. The first one is actually login with correct credentials, and the second one is actually login with incorrect credentials. Okay, so basically what happened here is actually like entering the email and the password, the correct email and password, and the results and perform the click. Okay, supposedly the result will log in the screen. Okay, then the second one is actually the incorrect credentials. Okay, which is the incorrect email and password. Similar to the sign up. Okay, what we're going to do is just do back the same thing, but correct data and incorrect data. That's all.